Hello, my name is David Dupont and I'm the CEO of TeamSnap. I'm kicking off this week a weekly commentary on our return to sports interactive heat map. We've been publishing this for about 3 weeks on our website at teamsnap.com. Feel free to take a look at that, but as I said, I'm going to provide some observations of the data on a weekly basis starting today. As I do this, let me take a couple seconds to talk about the nature of the data, what it means, how we calculate it, and how we see things moving forward. So the data that we're using is based upon the number of new teams that are formed on our platform and also the number of new events scheduled. We know that from having been in this business almost a dozen years now, we know that people form teams on average 2 weeks before games start, and they start to schedule events around the same time frame. And the first observation I'll make is one I've made continuously since this data became available, and that's that sports have returned faster than we expected and faster than you would expect given the media coverage in both the United States and Canada. Now, Canada is ahead of the United States by the measure I just gave, that is number of new teams formed and number of events scheduled. Canada is actually 100% returned to play relative to the data I just described in 2019. The US was pretty similar to Canada a couple weeks ago and has fallen back, as you might expect, based on some of the recent surges in certain locations in certain states, and it's definitely not where it was. The state that is lagging the most is New Mexico, and California is noteworthy in that it has slipped from a, 80% return to sports at the end of June, most recently to 60.7%. Looking at individual sports, the sport that has slid back the most is football. We know from conversations with football association, club, and schools and leagues back in March that football organizations were very optimistic about the return to sport. Especially in the South and West, we were hearing that those organizations expected to have full seasons. That is definitely not the case anymore. Football has slid recently, compared to the end of June, from 74% to 54.5%. Those are the observations that I have for this week. Once again, I'm going to be providing a couple of insights. I'm going to try not to bore you, but just to provide some high-level insights each week. Look forward to my update next week. In the meantime, stay healthy and stay safe. Thanks. This again is Dave Dupont from TeamSnap. Bye.